On the subject of profiles, few spring so readily to mind as that of Jimmy Hill, who gained his international reputation not only as a skillful footballer, but as a masterly champion of players' rights. The familiar beard is still there, but today Jimmy Hill is building a new career on the opposite side of the fence, as manager of 3rd Division Coventry City. A knee injury put an end to Jimmy Hill's playing career, and on November the 29th, 1961, he took over the reins at Coventry. As chairman of the Players' Union, he had already demonstrated his qualities of leadership and his concern for the player. The job of boss he accepted as a challenge, saying, "I love the game of football more than its politics." Managing a football club is a complex and demanding job. It goes without saying that every league manager knows and loves the game, but it's a game that must keep developing, incorporating new ideas and tactics from foreign as well as home sources. Teams like Coventry and many others are keeping abreast of these developments.
Morning all. Morning. I want to get right down to work this morning, lads, and deal with the problem we've been having in recent weeks, when the fullback has taken the ball off the other side, got possession of it deep in his own half. All these men move back for short passes, and quite often the other team come with them, mark them closely, and it's not on. What I want under those circumstances is to use all this space here. Fullback will chip a long ball up into the space. Doesn't need to be particularly accurate as long as it's high and clears everybody. And then the centre forward can nip across there and pick up the ball.
When that happens, we must make sure that we've got somebody going through that middle, don't you think?
Well, that's true, Brian, and I want that in the end. But for the time being, I want us to work just on this one move. If Mike can get the ball down here and just give it to one of our side, for the time being, I think that's all we want to achieve, because we'll have transferred the play from deep in our own half right up into their half of the pitch.
In this situation, JH, do I keep this area clear or go back and sort of try to help that fullback?
I want you back there, Bill, searching for position. You may find a position where the ball will come to you in space, but if you don't, you'll be pulling this man forward, and so leave the space in this part of the field.
The players of tomorrow get their share of attention from JH, as they call him here, during the daily practice and training sessions that he supervises. In fact, one of his many ideas is to invite local works teams and youngsters to play in practice games against City 11s, both to find new talent and to build a greater bond between club and supporters. But when the tactics already discussed have been tried out on the field, there's a lot of hard training to get in. Despite the troublesome knee, JH has no intention of supervising from the bench. Incidentally, the club was founded as a factory side in 1883, getting its present name in 1898 and entering Division 2 of the Football League just after the First World War. Today they're in Division 3, although such is their tremendous enthusiasm, it may not be so long before they gain promotion again. Being a star and the idol of thousands is the dream of most players. But, except for a few lucky ones, success doesn't come overnight. And behind the scenes in any club, one finds the youngsters who are prepared to work for their big chance. At the wrong end of more than 50 pairs of boots, it can seem a long way to go. Then there's the constant threat of injury, although clubs like Coventry take great care of their players. Another backroom enthusiast who's seldom heard of is the woman who looks after the players' kit. It may not be an important job, but it wouldn't do a fellow's morale any good to line up every week looking like Desperate Dan. Finally, Saturday arrives and the sides get a chance to show their mettle. At Highfield Road, the league side take on Southend, while manager Hill sweats it out with club chairman Derek Robbins. Until half-time, JH has played his part. Now, if there's trouble on the field, it's up to the trainer. Because of a clash of colours, City have changed into different jerseys. So much for 1 week's washing and ironing. Anyway, let's watch the persistent attacking moves which led to their first goal. Scenes like this prove that Jimmy Hill undoubtedly has the ability to inspire confidence, and in football, confidence spreads and breeds success. Something tells us that Coventry have a bright future.